Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. So, keys. Next problem. Key collection. Go. Probably the crowbar as well. That. Find somewhere for it, I suppose. Maybe. Don't really need it that much. Okay. Let's go get some supplies. So that's BM. When we do have to go there, it's there, which is not that far. We searched that, got one box of nails. Their count is going up. Probably this town. Maybe go over there. You could go back to Svet and search Svet. That would make a lot of sense. And some of these places along here, because they don't get a lot of activity. So search through there, down to here, maybe across to Svet if we're still alive. Alter my settings a second. I've got a dock on that I don't want. That is not needed. There we go. That's better. It shows me like drop frames and things, and I'm always going to drop a few, and I'll just obsess about them. It's the last thing I need. So we're after nails. We're after storage. Talking of storage. We're after code locks. We could do with a key card to get into one of the places. But nails is our biggie. Because we need to look at now going along and up. Up there. Bag as before, not interested. Got an SKS out of there last time. Let's see if it's been replaced. But he's not a bad little scope. We might have to throw it away if we don't find any storage, but can't really complain about it. Chat. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, so I'm pushing down to search a farming village. Might not go according to plan, but hey, that's DayZ for you. I hate debug. I wish they'd block it off better. When I run Chernarus, I run a gas zone down the sides to stop it being stop players getting into debug. To me, that makes far more sense. And it runs client side as well, so it's minimal impact. Need to just check whether they've got a cave in here somewhere. Probably haven't, but you never know. No, they haven't. A bunker in there? Nope. Died to a hacked crate yesterday. And then we were raided, which is why we've moved base location. We lost in everything. Then welding mask from earlier. What we're after is nails. Nails and code locks. Proving a little bit exclusive to find. Also, we're late to wipe, so most people have better bases than we do. And as much as I'm playing the duo with Chuckles, because of our time zones and work patterns, often we'll be playing solo. Which is a shame. That's life. Might at some point look for a third person to join the team. Don't know yet. Can't quite work it out whether I want to or not. Now Cookie's moved on to a more PvP orientated team. Whoa! That was closed, wasn't it? Hi, Hugo. Doesn't really work with the long grass, does it? I can't climb out of there. Let's go and find somewhere to plant it. How are you, Hugo? You good? How are you? My voice is working actually. How are you? Yep, voice is fine. Yep, audio's working. Good. Right, let's we can push up here. Ah, good, good. So what I'm going to do is set the bear trap up here somewhere. I would have liked slightly longer grass because then I would have planted it. I find the aeroport. Okay. Right, so if we at a base. Yeah. Evil goblin. You can't place it in an enemy territory, so I'll just drop it in enemy territory and arm it. Do the same with landmines as well. If it won't let you place in enemy territory, just drop them and then arm them. You know me, I like to manipulate the code. And we're looking for those type things, and we want to find not that. I need nails. Or we're looking for safes. We needed that. Gets us into black market when it's time to do trains. A lot of people don't, but when you're a naughty goblin, you know about these things. These safes. Available. It might be worth going home for that because I haven't got any storage at home. That's quite useful from a storage perspective. Yeah, it's massively useful from a storage perspective for me at the moment. Lack of storage in base is getting annoying. And we've got the BM card, so we could risk a BM run. So we've got a lot of collectibles to sell. And if it works out, we'll have storage again. Okay, server restarts 2 minutes. That's alright. I'll only be down for a couple of minutes. We will be back after the restart, 100%. What we're going to do is we're going to drop that off, shift some gear around, and then attempt to do a BM run with all the collectibles. I say attempt because it often goes wrong. There's no safe zones on this server. This is a solo duo trio. Yeah. I love it. It's my favourite. It's not massively popular. It's only been out 2 months. But it's my favourite server I've ever played. I'm loving it. Really, really loving it. The balance is amazing. So I'm playing it as a duo with Chuckles. I'm hoping the numbers increase. Pre 1.29, they were at sort of 50 people most of the time. Now they're 30 during the busy periods. But numbers will pick up again. The server's so well done. No safe zones. Really, really dark nights. So nights matter. You need MVGs really dark, like pitch black for about 20 minutes. So you have to have MVGs to operate at night. keys, key cards, airdrops, hacked crates, custom events, raiding 24/7, 365, 5-week wipes. Nails are quite hard to come by. Code locks are reasonably hard to come by. Yeah, server restart. When it comes back up, I'll carry on. It will crash. It always does. But I'm really enjoying the server. I'd liked it to be a permanent home. Basically, it's called Reclaimed, if you're interested. As I said, it's US based, a 100-slot server on Chernarus Plus, but a nicely edited Chernarus Plus. As soon as it comes back up, we'll be back in. I need to get that sea chest home. We then need to sort out the collectibles, and we need to risk a black market run, which might pan out, or it might not. Who knows? Their little blurb is... so server launched the 2nd of February this year. Balanced modded server that feels like DayZ, real survival, meaningful PvP, true progression, endgame worth chasing. So the only way of getting a one-tapper in the game is doing their endgame, and to do their endgame you need to restart a nuclear reactor with like 24 items. It's like really difficult to do. So not everyone is running around with one-tappers, which is nice. Zombies are walkers, not runners, but they're slightly harder in military areas, which is nice. Custom vehicles, custom weapons, custom helis, all that sort of stuff. No safe zones. Balanced survival, agreed. Zombies that matter. More crafting recipes. Your reputation that you get on the bottom right-hand side means you get a discount at black market with it. High-tier weapons and armor are rare. They are. Hybrid base building. So you can use base building plus and IR base building fortifications, which is a different way of doing things. So there's 2 base building methods that you can use. We're just waiting for the server to come back up. You can if you raid someone, you can take over their base. There's no... It's not yours forever. And you have to pay money onto a computer to keep your base alive. And the more code locks you put in, the more it costs. So the massive bases have to generate a massive amount of money every couple of days to keep their base alive. Whereas the small covert bases, you generate less, but of course it's easier to get into to steal your goods. Right, server's just gone offline, so it's doing the restart now. I died yesterday in a hacked crate event, and then I logged out. When I logged back in last night, we'd been raided in our old base. Everything had been stolen. So Chuckles came on, I was there, we picked up the few items they'd left us, and we've relocated. And that's nice. You're not forced to have to stay on that location. You can have multiple bases if you wish, but of course they all need upkeep. Or you can just relocate. Nobody cares. Come on. I need them to restart this server. We need to get back in. There we are. It's coming back up. Hopefully. As I said, the trader is black market only. There's 3 areas on the map, and each of them has 4 different traders in hubs inside. You have to use a swipe card that you can see on the screen there to get inside. Once you're inside, you can exit using your swipe card or through an extraction point. But they're not safe zones, and we need to go there next because we need to generate some money. Which means either we'll generate money and get home with some storage, or we'll die and not have a problem with storage anymore. So it's a win-win, isn't it, really? Sort of. We hope. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the server. It's got a really nice feel about it. But it's one of those servers where I'm not really on enough. Chuckles is not on enough. It's very rare that we get to play together. So it feels like 2 solos that occasionally meet up. It is. It's just awesome. Right, we didn't get a roll back on anything stupid. No, good. We did get pushed on a little bit though, didn't we? That's all right. Let's find a way home. So you can do if I press F9, so I'm here. So you can make other things there, and that crafting bench there allows you to make even more. It is a really cool server. I'm really impressed. If you've played Aftermath, it feels like a more survival version of Aftermath. The fact that I'm running home with a sea chest because it's important for storage says it all. The fact that I'm living in a box in the woods because I can't risk being raided all the time. And the fact that we're going to have to push black market just to make sales because we can't go to a safe zone with all the risk that will involve. Just amazing. But we've got so many collectibles to sell, it's worth it. You'll also find you make money in the game by producing alcohol, moonshine, if you can get the tools for it. You can find drugs around the map. You have to bundle them into bricks before you can sell them to the trader. There is a peer-to-peer trader, but again, you have to go into black market to use it, so why would you want to hang around there longer than you have to? Going into the trader solo is awful. Horrible. But it's a really nice designed map. And they've got custom assets in, like the treehouse that we dropped the bear trap off at, as places that you can build. They've got bunkers that you can take over. They're hidden all over the place. You just have to find them. The server deserves to do well. And I might be recruiting for a third member. Might. Just because... Oh, there's a base in the woods. It's safer to live like that than it is to live than it is in a house at the moment. And we're late to wipe. Wipes are every 5 weeks on this server, roughly. They have custom vehicles, bikes and such like. Custom food. No bears and wolves running around to annoy you, but slow-moving zombies to cause issues. I soft-sided somebody yesterday. Only got one panel, then worked out they were home. So Chuckles and I ran off. But we got a few nails out of it and some wood. Activated northeast. That's probably useful because it will divert people away from what I'm about to do. Bases, you can have as many bases as you want, as I said, so people do have more than one base, but quite why you'd want to. And you can have sleeping bag spawns if you find a sleeping bag. So you can respawn at base if you wish to. Oh no, that's put it through the floor, hasn't it? Sort of okay. Right. So drop that off for a moment. Alright, that's a sellable. Not. We have to go through everything now and extract all the sellables. Don't need to be taking keys with me on this run. Keep that in case we find 10 metal. The computer is a flag. Yeah, I'll show you the computer in a second. there. I think that's the sellables dealt with. Where did that black market keycard go? The second... This despawned, doesn't it? So yeah, that's the computer. So I've got in there 26,000, which means I've got 1 day, 22 hours and 43 minutes of time on it. We probably need to rescan. So yeah, 1 day, 22 hours and a few minutes before the base will despawn. So we need to generate more money. Ah, the sea chest would have cost us because it's storage. Yeah, I just need to open a ticket with them, I think. Or say... Just put it in chat a second. You see what the answer is. They're saying it would go straight to my wallet, but it hasn't. Oops, need repairing as well. No, no one else having issues. Nowhere in my inventory that it would have slipped. Right, we're going to need food and water before we do anything. They're saying carry that, because your keys will automatically go into it. Not sure they do, but... If I don't have it, I'll stick all my collectibles in here until we find one. There's no point. Not got any of my arrows facing the wrong way, have I? Yeah, I don't know. It's just annoying. Test rig. It's there. Jacket is there. Ah. No, assault vest is there. Pants are there. Bergen is fine. Boots just having one item in them. No armband to worry about. That's the second one I've had that's despawned. Very annoying. Not stuck inside those backpacks, so that needs to be moved. Okay, so we need food and water, and then we'll get back out on the ground. We'll take some normal keys out and go looking for things. Vegetable soup, that sounds perfect. Food dealt with. Now let's take a key out. Thanks for the sub. Massively appreciated. Somebody's driving by on a motorbike. Okay. Right, let's set a different RV then. Oh no, let's go back to the RV we were going to before we found the sea chest. And carry on. Dropping my vape is not a good idea. Right, back to reality. So their abandoned bases are an event on the server. It spawns in a base every few hours. The location shows up. You have to hold it for a certain amount of time, so capture the flag. And then it spawns in a key in the base that you need to find. And then you can open the loot room and claim all the loot. Nice idea. Do have that, and it is empty. Good. So if we do pick up anything, hopefully it will go in there. Carry on pushing down. You can use bandages when you're moving, which is nice. Other key. Thank you. These old keys have 2 times usage each, and I need to use them on safes. Because that's a chance of getting money, which is what keeps my base alive until I can find a way into black market. So money is massively needed. And basically I've got today or tomorrow to generate enough money to keep the base alive till Friday, because I'm not available Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I have to find some money. And then I'm away all day Saturday teaching weapons training. So not available Saturday until the evening, when I expect I won't feel like gaming. So I've just done 12 hours of teaching 556 real world weapons. That's the industrial plant. We're not going there. We searched that earlier. We did get one box of nails out of the place. So we've just had a restart. So maybe... No, we're going to push on. I need the money more than I need the nails at the moment. Did make me pause for a second and think about it though. Find any metal, I need to take that home straight away. Would be good for next wipe. Airlock off this floor. Have this as your base. I like a lot. If you could airlock people right round with corridors and things inside here until they get up the stairs. It appeals to my sense of humour. Be a good little base location, wouldn't it? I am. Start searching for money. Nails. That's safe. Only a fucking pistol. No, safe. More like it. Got one more use out of that safe key.
for metal. Hello, Mr. Fox. Right, that's the end of my keys. Let's go get some more. Right, let's go home. Didn't lag out that time, did it? Welcome back. Numbers are picking up. America's awake. Well, we've got a black market key card now. Hi, Chuckles. I'm going to run home, including this yank. Yeah. Going to run home, hopefully stay alive, grab all the collectibles and run into BM. That's the plan. We've got an airlock now, Chuckles. But we've got like a day's worth of money, so I'll take another 8 grand home, so I have to get stuff home or start sacrificing stuff, because tomorrow night's my last chance until Friday. Though I have found a different base location for us, but I'd need us both onto movers, and it can't be done tonight, obviously because you're working. I found a tree house that no one's using. So I know where we're living next wipe, I think. Yeah, so there's 2 floors to a tree house. Bottom floor we airlock, second floor we live on. It's easy. And we would get, if I use corridors, we could probably get 10 airlocks inside. Rather than straight blocks, just send them along straight corridors. Yeah, get multiple airlocks in. Front door being one, and then like turn left and just go round the outside in a spiral till you get to the second. No heli access to the roof, no heli access to the windows. So it would just be a 10 code lock raid, which we could metallise as and when we got metal. Where am I? I am there. It's about there. Second floor's the same size as, say, 2 pods of base build plus, roughly, but as a circle. Bottom floor's probably 3, but as I said, if you, as a circle. But if you airlock it by corridors, you would easily, and small doors, Yeah. Plenty of trees nearby. Overlooking a town that isn't a good town for normal stuff. Off the beaten track, so it isn't on a safe run in. But it does overlook the town. So if players were out there, you could see that it was happening. And you could build from the door, you could build a airlock out onto the rocks, looking out over with a window that you could open. So if somebody was in the town, you could pop out onto the rocks, pop open the window and shoot them. I had an SKS out of there earlier. There is a base around here somewhere. Like a big, well, not big, a vehicle and a pod base. I think that's that motorbike we heard driving up the road earlier. Not sure, but that's my rough guess. Where I found the bear trap, which I left at someone's base for him at the door. So we're going to eat, drink, grab the collectibles, do a BM run. It wouldn't let me place it, Chuckles, so I had to do my old drop it on the floor and then arm it trick. That's getting dropped off. Right, start with collectibles. We'll need to eat, so before we go, keep that as a Udemy flip. That needs to be paid onto the computer. Drugs, we need to wait till we've got the full pack. Two days, 12 hours. Not enough. Not any more collectibles. Come on. There. 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 That will go over there. Good. Right, let's get these out of that place, so we can guarantee they're not going to despawn on me. What else am I trying to fit in? That. There. Good. Right. Food. That one in. That's ruined. It's gone. That's not going. That's sellable. That's probably sellable. Don't know why we need a wallet. That needs to come to here. That needs to be left behind. Nothing inside the wallet that I need to worry about. No. But it's empty. Let's put that on me. Okay. Sharpening stone drop off. Spare water bottle drop off. That is sellable, but we need to keep it for building Udemy Flip when it's time to build it. Okay. So, open that. Don't need a tin opener, I've learned. I've got a bloody mention on Discord. Something I have to answer. Just caught up. Just caught up. Okay, that's fine. So, what time is it? It is 13:02 on the server, and we've got to get to... Where's my nearest black market? There. BM. 2Ks away. Joy. Right then, let's drink some water. Or whatever this is, coffee. Don't need all of these. I'm just working on the fact, guys, that I might die. There's no point losing more than I have to. We've got a knife there. We're good to go. Right then. Should be luck. Obviously, if I do die, we ain't got a storage problem anymore. Hate doing BM solo. Base in that barn. Base in that barn. You can tell we're late to wipe. I think Chuckles is surviving on limited sleep. That's probably the best way I've got of putting it. Poor lad. Right then. How many people am I fighting? So 20 people that want to kill me. I stand a chance. Be a bitch if I have to lose my MVG, so. Game face on, Goblin. Game face on. Nearly, Goblin. Nearly. It has 408s, but they're very difficult to get. It has 338s. They're difficult to get. So mostly it's lower tier. You can get a one tapper, but you have to restart a nuclear power plant, and like no one ever manages to do it. You can get 338s, but they're difficult to get. Oh, lag. Storage, where are you? Well, that worked well. My first kill on the server. lucky. He was really not expecting me to come down there. I wasn't hanging around to search his Bergen. I'm solo, I can't spend time searching. How much ammo have I got left in that mag? Half a mag, okay. Nah, so did I. But he was obviously looking for his inventory. So what we should do is throw grenades in there before you go in. Or throw a flashbang in. That would have the required effect. Stun everybody inside. I took the money. I want the money. No ATMs. No ATMs on the server. So a bit of storage and the rest can go in the computer. And breathe. I probably can't place it there because Chuckles is asleep there. And that's in floating now. That'll do. 16 days. Right then. I've got his MVGs though. I didn't think about his helmet. out in a second. Doesn't want to place that, does it? Go that way. Spin. It doesn't like it's glitching because of the that'll have to do. Right then, let's do some weapons away. Don't need them yet. Food needs to go in there, so start put dish food in. Only money, or you can put weapons and stuff. Only money. So it's not like down bad, it's money only. So each of these boxes is costing us money to keep alive. So it's in my interest to minimise. More base building there. Yeah, keep 2 boxes, I think. So you could do, but there's 3 ways into the black market, and there's 3 black markets on the map. So 3 ways into that one, 3 ways into that one, 3 ways into that one, and inside there's 3 possible traders inside that you could use. Was there 1 way in and 3 possible traders inside? Yeah, so there's lots of... So you could camp it. But equally, if you open fire near a black market, someone else is going to push you. Yeah? You can't build overlooking a black market. You can't build overlooking military. You can't build overlooking an event. But yeah, you could camp it in the same way that you could spend your whole day lying outside someone's base, hoping they're home with a rifle in your hands. How long would you camp it for? I don't know. And that's why I don't go out the same door. I always extract via the extraction. And also I don't use up 2 lots of swipe card. So that needs to go in there. That needs to go in there because that can be used for making things. So now that can go. That needs to go away, doesn't it? If it can. It can't, so that needs to come out. That needs to go away.
Okay. So that's by the by. That can go there. That can go there. Not essential. Matches can go there. Spare battery can go there because we have no home for them at the moment. And then on this one, we can stick a repair kit there. There. There, one of them. Ammo. Another spare battery. Good. Ammo. Okay, so what next? Huh? There isn't. I mean, I've never been killed, Hugo. There. I mean, there might be. Yeah, I get. Yeah, it's DayZ, so there could be. Pin openers aren't really needed, but that is needed. Wallet can go there. I don't really need it on me. No others were there. The sun coming up yet? Not yet. So it's difficult. It's difficult for campers, and they'd have to work out which one you were likely to go in and exit from. So you'll probably get less of it. I'm just moving. What I tend to do is move everything down to one place that I need to sort. That one we can break up. I think because there's no safe zones also, people tend to move a lot more. But you'll always get some camping in DayZ, won't you? It's always going to be an element of it. So that's that one. Oh, lights off. Yep. I'll pick that one up. That right then. Spare MVGs. Spare knife. Air kit. First aid. Drugs. Meds. Stuff that's not needed. Those done. Have a cleaning kit inside it.
fit against that wall? No, throw it on the floor. Don't need it. Well, don't need 2 of them. Won't go in there. If I put that in there, now it will. Right then, that's pretty much sorted, I think. Right, do I have any spare 5.56 is the next question, before we go back out on the ground again. Or I'll be going 5.56 hunting. But we don't have any spare 5.56. Okay, I need to drop that off somewhere as well, because I don't need to take that out with me. Need to take one of those keys. Actually, they're really easy to come by, so we'll take both keys out with us. That's fine. Right, and we need to make a plan before we go, because I know what I'm doing. Ish. I need a... what do we call it? A foundation kit. There we go. Right, excuse me guys, I'm just going to have a quick comfort break. I'm back. So we're going to put that down. Then we're going to use those to try and find something useful. And then we're going to go 5.56 hunting. That sounds like a good plan. So... that. Halfway to BM. But there's less of a searchy to worry about. On this side, needs to be there. That's the next piece. It's gonna make more sense when I build it than it does now. Or we're gonna go on the back. There actually makes more sense. Slightly clearer. So it's going to have steps up and then we're going to live above. So we'll airlock across and then go up and live on the second floor. So that we'll have height rather than width, if that makes sort of sense. So, let's go ammo hunting. Okay, Chuckles, that's what I needed. Yeah. So, 3 up, 2 up, 3. And we live at the very top. And then we can have windows if need be. And then we've got a small footprint hidden in the trees. But we gain the advantage of going up, I think. And we just live on the top floor. We should have brought a backup weapon with us, but we don't really have the resources to bring backup rifles. It'll also minimise what we have to build, because each time we go across, we'll be building on top of a floor that's already in place. So it's less nails.
shite. Yeah. And not a lot else. Pressing my little kill. I was lucky with that. Well, that's what the abandoned bases look like then. Going to come in from the top and try and just do the industrial on the off chance that there's nails. All metal.
have to switch to semi-auto, so I've only got half a mag. Fully auto if I meet anyone. I didn't bring the fucking crowbar with me, did I? We've nearly outstayed our welcome, guys. We'll do the L shape and then we're going to withdraw. Right, we've outstayed our welcome. Do not like outstaying our welcome. Something felt, the longer I spent there, the more I felt like we were going to die. Exactly. And I've got a standardised mag, so we've got a bit of 5.56, and I imagine what I'm running with now is 7.6239, so that's good. Nice skybox up tonight. Airdrop going in somewhere. I'm going to need to make a box, aren't I, for collectibles? Unfortunately. And clothing at the moment. That done. Right. I need to eat. I wonder if that's the one that we were... Where's the other abandoned base that they're fighting over then? There, currently. But I imagine that's that layout of what we saw in the woods. And that red circle will be the no-build zone. Airdrop just going in where we've left. We left at the right moment, guys. 100% we left at the right moment. Where's my... There. Yeah. Need to eat. Well, that one there needs to be used. Oh, that can go over there. That needs to be used up. Mr. Knife, where are you? I wonder if we can open normal tins as well without having to use a tin opener, because that would be a game changer. I'll find out. So normal tin of beans, hold in my hand. No, you can't. You can only open the other tins. That's fine, as long as we know. Exactly, you just don't know, do you? You only learn. We only learn. It's a new server for us, so we've got to learn things. And we'll have a cold coffee as well. We won't. Not at the moment. Full stomach. Loving how much money we've got in there. But if we get hit, it won't make any difference. Drink that coffee. It will probably be on for another 45 minutes, guys, to 9 o'clock UK. Because I'm back to work tomorrow. I've got a few bits and pieces to do before I get ready to go back to work. So we'll go off nail hunting. So we need to hit industrial for nail hunting. So there. We'll just take one of them. Actually, we'll take the one that's got one-time use. Where did my crowbar go? That's fine. Got a full mag on this one. And a reach out and touch me scope. But it only does semi-auto. Actually, yeah, we'll take the risk. There's nothing in there I need to drop off. I need to throw these rucksacks away, don't I? Because we need the storage more than we need those rucksacks now. Because we can always make rucksacks using rags and sticks. And we've got the big rucksack saved there. So the first time someone dies, there's a replacement rucksack. Yep, that's that problem dealt with. Also, I want to rip down that bit where I killed in Black Market, and turn that into a good kill video. So the thing to remember, Chuckles, is when we go into BM, do not go climb down the steps, full jump down, because then you've not got your back to anyone. And probably stand behind the counter and kneel behind the counter to use the trader. Because then at least, if there's a problem, you could deal with it as you pop up. They're the other side trading and you can shoot them. Even lie down behind the counter and trade with the trader. Nice little box of nails now would be great. Okay, Chuckles. Yeah, it's a fair point, isn't it? Quite close to here as well, wasn't it? I can't remember the exact location though, so I'm not gonna overly search. Zombie. Doors are closed, which is hasty box of nails or some storage. Either would go down a storm. Hacksaw will do, used in raiding. never going to have a vehicle, so no point picking it up. Don't care about the hoodie. Take another ballistic vest. They're not amazing, but at a pinch they're pretty good. Right. Well, that was not as good as I expected it to be. We need to do the garages that are there on the way home. Even though I know that's ultra dangerous, it's Nova. But Territory HQ we've already got, but hay can always be sold, I suppose, or just used as storage. A hammer. Like that. Hope for something better. That is better. We're going home. Won't work with the key, will it? No. And I can stick the code lock on this safe. And migrate the base building tools inside it. And the keys. And certainly the raid tools, because the last thing you want to do is give somebody a hacksaw to cut off your own code lock with. So as we're learning, garages are better than industrial. It was there, wasn't it, the base? No, I'm not risking it. Not with a safe on me. What's nice about that little trick with dropping things in their territory is their territory flag will protect that item, so it won't despawn. So either someone picks it up or it gets sprung. Yeah, job's a good one. Obviously, if they're out on the ground, they'll probably spot it, but if they open the door and running down the stairs, they'll spot it probably too late, and they won't have a stick ready in base, so they have to try and jump over it, then get a stick, then smack it. And there are ways to migrate it. So if we have the treehouse ourselves next wipe, I'll build a box around the stairs with a door at the bottom. That way, and then a platform. So if players are going to set anything, you can see it on the platform. If it's a mine, you can shoot it from distance and blow it. If it's a bear trap, well, you're damned. But as long as you've got the airlock in place, you'll be okay. can always sell the computer. Won't sell for a lot because they're cheap to make. But it might not even let us place a second computer. But hey, better to take it than leave it and someone else pick it up that needs it. See my distance, but I think if somebody drove by on the road they wouldn't spot it, so I can live with that. They wouldn't be looking for it. And once it's built, it's built. Why can't I see inside it? Too close to other things. That's better. Okay. So certainly the hacksaws have to come into it. They're raid tools. Yeah, we'll bring a normal one in. We'll bring a hatchet in. We'll bring the sharpening stones in, or some of them. We'll bring the keys in. One big axe. Actually, I'm tempted to put all of the base building stuff inside. And then turn the sea chest into the collectibles box. I say all, as much as I can. I need to rescan, because now we've only got 14 days left, thanks to that safe. Now that can be picked up. Can be added to that pile. Pretty good. where do we put our... we put it inside the... there. Perfect. Nothing will get despawned off the floor then. That's done. As much as it can be. That's pretty good. That's fine. Yeah. And that is what it is. We're doing all right, guys. I think that'll be it for tonight, though. Thanks for watching. Thanks for interacting. Thanks for the chat. Thank you for the subs that I received. Massively appreciated. I'll be on tomorrow evening, same sort of time, from about 6 till about 9 for about 3 hours. And then I won't be on Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. I will be on Friday. I might be on Saturday evening. I will be on Sunday. Other than that, guys, have a good one. Enjoy yourselves out there. Remember, if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss.